Out of this facility, we've done about $150 million in the past 2 years, a little bit over that.
So if you're brand new, you may be watching this and thinking, oh, this doesn't really apply to me, but I'm telling you, watch the video all the way through.
So what we did was when we first came in here, we needed to have enough space to scale our production stations. We set up 7 different production stations. 2 of them are using a new model shrink film tunnel that we brought in, and then the other 5 are using an older model, which will probably be new to you, but it's older to us. And then all the way at the end, we have our volumetric filling machine, which we use for candy and bulk products. A lot of people are nervous investing in themselves, and it's a huge investment to purchase this equipment, get this space, bring in the employees. But for us, it was revolutionary because what it allowed us to do was become a hybrid model.
It's cool that we can show you, hey, we got these shrink tunnels and these production lines, but without being able to properly operate them, it's like having a Lamborghini without knowing how to drive a stick shift. They're just tools that you don't know how to use properly. So we're giving you this sneak peek into our operation, and it's for any business that's looking to scale. So let's take you on a tour from start to finish. This is how every distribution company operates, the systems that we're going to show you right now. So even if you're not there yet, we're trying to give you the vision so when you are there, you're ready to accelerate.
So we have 4 loading dock doors, 2 for receiving, 2 for going out. We've strategically coded each one to help us, because remember, when you have a really big team, the biggest profit loss is miscommunication. So we try to circumvent any miscommunication by having things labeled all throughout our warehouse and providing clear instructions and SOPs to all of our team members, allowing Eric and myself to travel or just not be here and be able to be home with our family while the operation keeps running.
Yeah, my baby just turned 3 months old, and I've been at the warehouse for a total of maybe 5 or 6 days in the past 90 days. When you implement these systems into your company, you're able to become an owner instead of a day-to-day operator. Sebastian, let's explain these QR codes here. I think it's an important part of the system.
Oh, it's real simple. The way we've set up our warehouse management system is for any product that's coming in, we first scan whichever dock it's associated with, dock 1, dock 2, 3, and then 4. And then we begin to scan in the pallet IDs to ensure they're properly tracked all the way from the receiving process to when we go over there to the breaking down process and then the staging process and all throughout. We're making sure that no product gets lost because we paid a lot of money to make sure that these products get brought in and go out the way we expect them to.
And where these QR codes really come into play is if we're shorted inventory and the supplier's telling us, hey, we shipped you that inventory, all we have to do is check our warehouse management system, see which dock that inventory was received in, then we can pull up the camera footage of that received inventory and say, hey, you told us you shipped it to us, but here's the camera showing that it was not received. So the products are received at that dock door and brought over here into the staging area. In the staging area, this is where the inventory is broken down, compared to against the invoice, and a discrepancy report is created. And then those discrepancies are provided to the vendor to communicate any shortages of products, overages of products, products with short expiration dates, so we can get the proper credits from those vendors and get that cash back into our business. So after the product is broken down and the discrepancy report is created, we're going to take this brand direct product over to our staging area where it's going to get ready for production. By the way, if you want to find out how we lock in brand directs, click the link below this video and we'll show you step by step on how you can secure brands just like this one. So this is our staging area. This is where those pallets will be brought to once they're received and any discrepancies are documented. They will be staged here waiting for production, which you can see behind me. Once they are taken to production, they are ready to be prepped and reboxed, then palletized and sent to Amazon. So let's head over to a production station.
So we bring the product over to our production station where we prep it with the necessary requirements. For a product like this, super simple. Only thing that needs is an FNSKU label. We place the FNSKU label on there, coming right out of the printer. Slide it down to my assistant over here. He's gonna box it.
And here we have a completed box. The next step, whether you're sending SPD, LTL, or FTL, if it's SPD, it would typically go on a U-boat or a cart to be taken to the dock doors to be picked up by UPS. But because this is an FTL, a full truckload shipment, we're going to be moving it directly onto this pallet. And we would continue to pack these boxes and fill this pallet up until it meets either one of the two requirements that Amazon has: 72 inches tall or 1,500 pounds or less. Once it hits those requirements, we will stop filling that pallet with products and take it over to our shipping area, which Sebastian's gonna show you right now.
Once the product is fully prepped, we'll wrap it with our pallet film. We'll slap our labels on there. This is our own internal label from our warehouse management system. And then we have our Amazon Pallet ID label. By this point, it's already been scheduled by one of our managers to get picked up. It'll sit here until the pickup day, where we go full circle back to those docks. We scan the QR code on the dock. We'll scan out the pallets. They'll be gone. We'll wait for them to get checked into Amazon, and we'll start printing money.
Now there's two more locations I want to show you. One being our storage location and the second being our return location. Sometimes we're buying 90, 120, 180 days of supply directly from these brand directs and storing some of that inventory here. We got racks, we got 3 rows of them, and they are 3 tiers high, and we have them all organized with location labels. So the same thing at the dock door, products can be scanned in and out. At our locations in our racks, products can be scanned in and out. We try not to store any inventory that is not a brand direct here. If it's a wholesale purchase, we are sending it directly to Amazon. It's purchased to be shipped to Amazon and not stored in our facility. Now over here, the final location we're going to share with you is our returns. We get about $70,000 a month in returned goods back to our Amazon business, all dropped off by UPS and the occasional pallet if it's a lot of returns. Those returns have an entire system that we created internally to document those returns and handle them properly so we can recoup a lot of that money from these return products.
So that's it for the warehouse. We're gonna go now into the office space and show you a little bit of where the magic happens. All right. So to your left, Eric's opening the women's locker area. Just a changing room, real simple. Over here, we got the men's locker room.
Why is it smaller?
Because we have more women employees than men employees. We find they pay more attention to detail, they're a little more meticulous, so about 70% of our workforce is women.
And here is our developer staff. When you have an e-commerce business that's at our scale, you need to have a lot of automation in place. This has literally allowed us to 4 or 5x our business by bringing in developers.
Then over here is our cafeteria. We got some vending machines, some tables where the employees can hang out, a couple refrigerators, basically a place where they can come on their break or their lunch break, chill out, hop on their phone, scroll on the gram, do whatever they need to do, contact their family, eat some food and chill. And the final place is upstairs where all of the offices are for our buyers as well as management and ownership. For here we have our lead buyer's office. She manages our buying team, which purchases a few $1 million worth of inventory monthly. Over here we have my office.
And over here, we have our Forex traders.
And over here, we used to have our buyers, which a majority of them were in-house, but now you can see we only have one in-house, and the rest of the buying team has been taken overseas because we've been training them for a long, long time, and we are confident in their ability to now purchase inventory for our company.
So the last few couple spaces over here is our conference room. This is where we have our meetings on Mondays and Thursdays with different managers. To the right there, we have our CFO. I couldn't be more prouder of what he's done for the business and for ourselves. Right here is the executive assistant's office. And then to the right there is my office, filled with plants. It's the only thing in life that keeps me serene.
So that's a sneak peek into the warehouse where we've done over $150 million in sales. Stay lit.
See you, bro.